As the days turned into weeks, the younger man found himself caught in a whirlwind of emotions. What had started as a thrilling affair with an older woman had quickly turned into a tangled web of guilt and regret. He had never intended to hurt anyone, especially not the husband who had been betrayed by his own wife. At first, the younger man had been flattered by the attention he received from the wife. Her allure and experience had drawn him in, blinding him to the consequences of their actions. But as time went on, he began to see the cracks in their relationship. He noticed the pain in the husband's eyes, the way his shoulders slumped with the weight of betrayal. It was during a chance encounter with the husband that the younger man's awakening began. They crossed paths at a local coffee shop, their eyes locking for a brief moment. In that instant, the younger man saw the devastation he had caused. He saw the shattered pieces of a once perfect life, and he couldn't ignore the guilt that washed over him. Unable to bear the weight of his actions any longer, the younger man reached out to the husband, seeking a conversation that would change both of their lives forever. They met in a quiet park, the air heavy with tension and unspoken words. The husband's eyes were filled with a mix of anger and sadness, but he agreed to hear what the younger man had to say. With a trembling voice, the younger man confessed his role in the affair and expressed his remorse. He spoke of his naivety and immaturity, acknowledging the pain he had caused the husband and the damage he had done to their family. It was a moment of vulnerability and honesty that neither of them had expected. As the husband listened to the younger man's words, he felt a strange mix of emotions. Anger still burned within him, but there was also a glimmer of understanding. He saw the remorse in the younger man's eyes, the genuine desire to make amends. It was in that moment that the husband realized revenge was not the answer he had been seeking. Instead, a new path began to unfold before them. The husband saw an opportunity for growth and redemption, not just for himself, but for the younger man as well. He recognized that forgiveness had the power to heal wounds and rebuild broken relationships. And so, against all odds, the husband extended a hand of forgiveness to the younger man. In the days that followed, the husband and the younger man embarked on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. They supported each other through the difficult process of healing, learning to let go of the pain and anger that had consumed them. Together, they found solace in their shared experiences and a newfound understanding of the complexities of human relationships. As for the wife, she watched from the sidelines, her heart heavy with regret. She had never anticipated the consequences of her actions, never expected her betrayal to lead to such profound changes. She saw the husband and the younger man grow closer, their bond forged through forgiveness and understanding. And in that moment, she realized the depth of her own mistakes. The younger man's awakening had not only changed his life, but had also sparked a chain reaction of transformation within the entire family. The daughter, who had been caught in the middle of her parents' turmoil, witnessed the power of forgiveness and learned valuable lessons about love, trust, and the complexities of human nature. In the end, the husband, the wife, the younger man, and the daughter all found their own paths to redemption and forgiveness. They learned that sometimes the greatest lessons are born out of the most painful experiences. And as they moved forward, they carried with them the knowledge that true healing comes from within, and that the power of forgiveness can mend even the deepest wounds. As the storm of betrayal raged on between her parents, the daughter found herself caught in the eye of the hurricane. Confusion and turmoil swirled within her young heart as she struggled to make sense of the shattered fragments of her once perfect family. Growing up, the daughter had always admired her parents' relationship. They were the epitome of love and stability, or so she had believed. Their home had been a sanctuary of warmth and affection, where laughter and love filled the air. But now, the walls echoed with the bitter echoes of anger and resentment. The daughter had always been close to both her parents, sharing her dreams, fears, and secrets with them. But now, she felt like an outsider in her own home. Their once open hearts were now guarded, their smiles replaced by strained expressions. She longed for the days when her parents' love was unwavering, but now she questioned if it had ever truly existed. Caught in the crossfire of her parents' conflict, the daughter found herself torn between loyalty and confusion. She loved her father dearly, admiring his unwavering dedication and hard work. His pain was palpable, etched into the lines on his face and the weariness in his eyes. She could see the hurt in his every word and gesture, and it broke her heart. On the other hand, her mother's actions had left her feeling betrayed and disillusioned. How could the woman she had looked up to, the one who had taught her about love and loyalty, be capable of such deceit? The daughter struggled to reconcile the image of her mother as a loving and devoted wife with the reality of her infidelity. As the daughter navigated the treacherous waters of her parents' crumbling marriage, she found herself grappling with a myriad of emotions. Anger, sadness, and confusion intertwined within her, creating a tangled web of emotions that threatened to suffocate her. She yearned for answers, for a glimpse into the truth that lay hidden beneath the layers of deception. In her search for understanding, the daughter sought solace in her own thoughts and reflections. She questioned the nature of love and the fragility of trust. Was love truly unconditional, or could it be shattered by the weight of betrayal? Could trust be rebuilt once it had been broken? These questions haunted her, leaving her sleepless and lost in a sea of uncertainty. As the daughter witnessed the transformation of her parents, she began to realize that their actions were not solely a reflection of their own flaws, but also a testament to the complexities of human nature. She saw her father's desire for revenge slowly give way to a deeper understanding of forgiveness and redemption. And she witnessed her mother's journey of self-reflection and remorse as she grappled with the consequences of her choices. Through the chaos and confusion, the daughter learned that love was not a static entity, but a fluid and ever-evolving force. It could be tested, broken, and rebuilt. And in the midst of her parents' struggle, she discovered her own strength and resilience. She vowed to rise above the pain and confusion, to forge her own path, and to find love on her own terms. In the end, the daughter's confusion became a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. She learned that life was not always black and white, but a tapestry of shades and hues. And as she emerged from the shadows of her parents' shattered marriage, she carried with her the wisdom that only comes from navigating the stormy seas of betrayal and confusion. The daughter, caught in the crossfire of her parents' crumbling marriage, experienced a whirlwind of emotions. Confusion, anger, and sadness consumed her as she witnessed the betrayal and subsequent fallout. She couldn't comprehend why her once loving parents had turned against each other, and it weighed heavily on her young heart. As the daughter navigated the stormy waters of her parents' shattered relationship, she found solace in her own world. She sought refuge in her studies, burying herself in books and schoolwork to escape the chaos at home. The daughter's academic achievements became her shield, shielding her from the pain and turmoil that plagued her family. However, no matter how hard she tried to distance herself from the situation, the daughter couldn't escape the reality of her parents' broken marriage. The tension in the household was palpable, and it seeped into every aspect of her life. The once happy home now felt like a battleground, with each parent vying for her loyalty. The daughter longed for the stability and love she had once known. She yearned for her parents to put aside their differences and find a way to mend their shattered relationship. But as time went on, she began to lose hope. The wounds ran deep, and forgiveness seemed like an impossible feat. In the midst of her parents' turmoil, the daughter found herself torn between them. She loved them both deeply, but their actions had left her feeling betrayed and abandoned. She struggled to reconcile the image of her loving parents with the reality of their brokenness. As the daughter grappled with her own emotions, she also became a sounding board for her parents. They confided in her, seeking her support and understanding. While she tried her best to be there for them, it was an immense burden for a young girl to bear. She felt like an emotional crutch, constantly torn between her parents' conflicting narratives. Despite the weight on her shoulders, the daughter remained resilient. She refused to let her parents' mistakes define her own future. She vowed to break the cycle of betrayal and create a life filled with love and trust. With time, the daughter began to find her own voice. She realized that she couldn't fix her parents' broken marriage, but she could heal herself. She sought therapy and counseling, allowing herself to process the pain and confusion she had carried for so long. Through therapy, the daughter learned to set boundaries and prioritize her own well-being. She discovered the power of forgiveness, not just for her parents but also for herself. She understood that forgiveness didn't mean condoning their actions, but rather freeing herself from the burden of resentment. As the daughter embarked on her own journey of healing, she also witnessed a transformation in her parents. They began to recognize the impact of their actions on her and took steps to repair the damage. They attended family therapy sessions together, working towards rebuilding trust and communication. Slowly but surely, the daughter's relationship with her parents started to mend. They began to prioritize her needs and emotions, creating a safe and nurturing environment for her to thrive. While the scars of their past would always remain, they were committed to creating a new beginning for their family. The daughter's healing was a testament to the power of resilience and forgiveness. She emerged from the wreckage of her parents' broken marriage stronger and more compassionate. She learned that sometimes the greatest strength lies in letting go of the past and embracing the possibility of a brighter future. As the daughter moved forward, she carried with her the lessons learned from her parents' mistakes. She vowed to never repeat their patterns of betrayal and to always prioritize open and honest communication in her own relationships. In the end, the daughter's healing became a beacon of hope for her family. Her resilience and forgiveness paved the way for redemption and a new beginning. Through her journey, she proved that even in the face of betrayal, love and forgiveness have the power to heal even the deepest wounds. Rebuilding trust after a betrayal is a challenging and delicate process. It requires both parties to be committed to healing and willing to put in the necessary effort. For the husband and wife in our story, this journey towards rebuilding trust will be a long and arduous one. They will have to confront their past mistakes, face their own demons, and learn to forgive and let go of the pain that has consumed them. The first step in rebuilding trust is acknowledging the hurt that has been caused. The husband and wife must be willing to have open and honest conversations about their feelings, fears, and insecurities. They need to create a safe space where they can express their pain without judgment or blame. It is essential for both parties to understand the depth of the damage that has been done and the impact it has had on their relationship. Rebuilding trust requires transparency and honesty. The husband and wife must be willing to share their thoughts, feelings, and experiences openly. They need to be transparent about their actions, whereabouts, and intentions. This level of openness will help rebuild the foundation of trust that has been shattered. It is through this transparency that the husband and wife can begin to rebuild the trust that was lost. Rebuilding trust takes time, patience, and understanding. Both the husband and wife must be willing to give each other the space and time needed to heal. They need to understand that healing is not a linear process and that there will be setbacks along the way. Patience is key in allowing each other to grow and change. It is through this patience and understanding that the husband and wife can begin to rebuild the trust that was lost. Sometimes, rebuilding trust requires the help of a professional. A therapist or counselor can provide guidance and support to the husband and wife as they navigate through the complexities of their relationship. A trained professional can help them identify the underlying issues that led to the betrayal and provide them with the tools and strategies needed to rebuild trust. Seeking professional help is a sign of commitment and dedication to the healing process. Consistency and reliability are crucial in rebuilding trust. The husband and wife must demonstrate through their actions that they are committed to change and growth. They need to show up for each other consistently and be reliable in their words and actions. It is through this consistency and reliability that the husband and wife can begin to rebuild the trust that was lost. Forgiveness is a vital component of rebuilding trust. Both the husband and wife must be willing to forgive each other for the pain they have caused. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or condoning the actions that led to the betrayal, but rather it is a conscious choice to let go of the anger and resentment that has been holding them back. It is through forgiveness that the husband and wife can begin to heal and move forward. Rebuilding trust also involves rebuilding intimacy. The husband and wife must be willing to reconnect on a deeper level and rebuild the emotional and physical intimacy that has been lost. This process requires vulnerability, communication, and a willingness to explore and understand each other's needs and desires. It is through this rebuilding of intimacy that the husband and wife can begin to rebuild the trust that was lost. Rebuilding trust is not an easy journey, but it is possible. The husband and wife must be willing to move forward together, hand in hand, and face the challenges that lie ahead. They need to be committed to their relationship and to each other. It is through this commitment and dedication that the husband and wife can rebuild the trust that was lost and create a new beginning for their relationship. Rebuilding trust after a betrayal is a difficult and painful process, but it is not impossible. With patience, understanding, and a genuine desire to heal, the husband and wife in our story can find their way back to each other. They can learn from their past mistakes, grow as individuals, and create a stronger and more resilient relationship. It is through this journey of rebuilding trust that they will discover the power of forgiveness and the possibility of finding happiness again. After the storm of betrayal and the subsequent journey of redemption and forgiveness, the husband finds himself standing at the crossroads of his life. The wounds inflicted by his wife's infidelity have started to heal, but the scars remain. As he looks towards the future, he wonders if it is possible to find happiness again. In the aftermath of the betrayal, the husband embarks on a journey of self-discovery. He takes the time to reflect on his own desires, dreams, and aspirations that were overshadowed by the pain of his wife's infidelity. He realizes that in order to find happiness again, he must first rediscover himself. He explores new hobbies, reconnects with old friends, and immerses himself in activities that bring him joy. Through this process, he begins to rebuild his self-esteem and regain his sense of identity that was shattered by the betrayal. As he embraces self-discovery, he starts to find glimpses of happiness and contentment. While the husband focuses on his own healing, he also recognizes the importance of rebuilding the relationships that were affected by the betrayal. He reaches out to his daughter, who had been caught in the middle of the marital turmoil, and assures her of his unwavering love and support. Together, they navigate the complexities of their emotions and find solace in each other's presence. The husband also takes the initiative to mend the broken bond with his wife. Through open and honest communication, they confront the pain and hurt caused by the infidelity. They acknowledge their mistakes and work towards rebuilding trust and understanding. It is a slow and arduous process, but they are both committed to healing their relationship. As the husband continues on his journey towards happiness, he unexpectedly finds love in the most unlikely of places. He meets a woman who understands his pain and supports him unconditionally. Their connection is built on mutual respect, trust, and shared experiences of heartbreak. Together, they embark on a new chapter of their lives, filled with hope and the possibility of a genuine and fulfilling love. Through this newfound love, the husband learns that it is possible to find happiness again, even after the deepest of betrayals. He realizes that love can be found in unexpected places, and that it has the power to heal even the most broken of hearts. In his pursuit of happiness, the husband comes to a profound realization. Forgiveness is not only for the person who has wronged him, but also for himself. He understands that holding on to anger and resentment will only hinder his own growth and prevent him from fully embracing the happiness that awaits him. With a heavy heart, the husband forgives his wife for her betrayal. He acknowledges that forgiveness does not mean forgetting or condoning her actions, but rather freeing himself from the burden of anger and bitterness. In doing so, he opens himself up to the possibility of a brighter future and a renewed sense of happiness. As the husband finds happiness again, he learns the importance of living in the present moment. He realizes that dwelling on the past or worrying about the future only robs him of the joy that can be found in the present. He cherishes the simple pleasures of life, embraces every opportunity for happiness, and savors the love and connections that surround him. In the end, the husband's journey from betrayal to happiness serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It is a reminder that even in the face of heartbreak and betrayal, it is possible to find happiness again by embracing self-discovery, rebuilding relationships, rediscovering love, embracing forgiveness, and living in the present. In the aftermath of the devastating betrayal and the subsequent journey towards redemption and forgiveness, the characters in Betrayed by Desire have learned valuable lessons that will shape their future. Each individual has undergone a transformative experience, gaining insights into themselves and their relationships. These lessons serve as guiding principles as they embark on a new beginning. One of the most profound lessons learned by the characters is the complexity of human emotions. The husband, wife, younger man, and daughter all experience a wide range of emotions throughout the story. From love and happiness to anger and betrayal, they come to understand that emotions are not black and white. They learn that it is essential to acknowledge and process these emotions in a healthy way, rather than suppressing or acting upon them impulsively. The characters also come to realize the fragility of trust. Trust, once broken, is not easily repaired. The husband, who had placed his unwavering trust in his wife, discovers that trust can be shattered in an instant. The wife, on the other hand, learns the consequences of betraying the trust of someone who loves her deeply. Through their experiences, they understand that trust must be earned and nurtured, and that rebuilding it requires time, effort, and consistent actions. As the husband seeks revenge on his unfaithful wife, he learns a crucial lesson about the destructive power of revenge. Initially consumed by anger and a desire for justice, he realizes that revenge only perpetuates the cycle of pain and suffering. It does not bring true satisfaction or healing. Instead, he discovers that forgiveness and understanding are the paths towards personal growth and emotional liberation. Throughout the story, the characters learn the importance of open and honest communication. The husband and wife's lack of communication led to misunderstandings and resentment, ultimately contributing to the breakdown of their marriage. They come to understand that effective communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. By expressing their feelings, needs, and concerns, they can foster understanding, empathy, and connection. Another significant lesson learned by the characters is the value of self-reflection. Each individual takes a hard look at themselves and their actions, acknowledging their flaws and shortcomings. The husband recognizes his own role in the deterioration of their relationship, realizing that he had neglected his wife's emotional needs. The wife confronts her own insecurities and the consequences of her choices. Through self-reflection, they gain a deeper understanding of themselves and are motivated to make positive changes. Perhaps the most profound lesson learned by the characters is the healing power of forgiveness. The husband, wife, and younger man all experience the transformative effects of forgiveness. They understand that forgiveness is not about condoning or forgetting the past, but rather about freeing oneself from the burden of anger and resentment. Through forgiveness, they are able to let go of the pain and find inner peace, allowing them to move forward and rebuild their lives. Lastly, the characters learn the importance of second chances. They realize that people make mistakes and that redemption is possible. The husband, wife, and younger man all have the opportunity to start anew, armed with the lessons they have learned. They understand that second chances require humility, commitment, and a willingness to change. By embracing the possibility of a fresh start, they open themselves up to the potential for growth, happiness, and a brighter future. In Betrayed by Desire, the characters' journeys are marked by profound lessons that shape their understanding of themselves and their relationships. Through the complexities of human emotions, the fragility of trust, the destructive power of revenge, the importance of communication, the value of self-reflection, the healing power of forgiveness, and the importance of second chances, they emerge stronger, wiser, and ready to embrace a new beginning. After the storm of betrayal and the subsequent journey of redemption and forgiveness, the time has come for the characters to move forward in their lives. The wounds inflicted by the affair are still fresh, but the husband, wife, and daughter must find a way to heal and create a new beginning. Moving forward requires embracing change, and for the husband, wife, and daughter, this means accepting that their lives will never be the same again. The husband, once a pillar of stability, must learn to rebuild his trust in others and open his heart to the possibility of love once more. He realizes that holding on to anger and resentment will only hinder his own growth and happiness. The wife, on the other hand, must confront the consequences of her actions and take responsibility for the pain she has caused. She must acknowledge the hurt she inflicted upon her husband and daughter and work towards becoming a better person. This journey of self-reflection and growth will not be easy, but it is necessary for her to move forward. For the daughter, moving forward means finding her own voice and identity amidst the chaos of her parents' broken marriage. She must navigate the conflicting emotions and loyalties she feels towards both her mother and father. Through this process, she learns the importance of forgiveness and understanding, not only for her parents but also for herself. Moving forward also entails rebuilding relationships that have been shattered by betrayal. The husband and wife must learn to communicate openly and honestly, addressing the pain and mistrust that still lingers between them. They embark on a journey of couples therapy, seeking guidance and support to mend their broken bond. During these therapy sessions, they confront the underlying issues that led to the affair and work towards rebuilding trust. They learn to listen to each other's needs and fears, and slowly they begin to heal the wounds of the past. It is a long and arduous process, but they are determined to rebuild their relationship and create a stronger foundation for the future. Simultaneously, the daughter finds solace in individual therapy, where she can express her emotions and gain clarity about her own feelings. Through therapy, she learns to separate her parents' issues from her own and finds the strength to forgive them both. She realizes that her parents' mistakes do not define her, and she can create her own path moving forward. Moving forward also involves discovering self-worth and finding happiness within oneself. The husband, wife, and daughter embark on individual journeys of self-discovery, exploring their passions and rediscovering their own identities. The husband, once consumed by anger and revenge, finds solace in his work and hobbies. He immerses himself in his career, finding fulfillment and purpose in his professional achievements. He also explores new hobbies and interests, connecting with like-minded individuals who support and inspire him. The wife, on the other hand, seeks redemption through acts of kindness and selflessness. She volunteers at local charities, dedicating her time and energy to helping others. Through these acts of service, she begins to rebuild her self-esteem and find a sense of purpose beyond her past mistakes. The daughter, too, discovers her own passions and talents. She explores her creative side through art and writing, finding an outlet for her emotions and a way to express herself. She also becomes involved in extracurricular activities and forms new friendships, building a support system outside of her family. Moving forward is not about forgetting the past, but rather learning from it and embracing the future with hope and optimism. The husband, wife, and daughter have come a long way from the pain and betrayal that once consumed their lives. They have learned the power of forgiveness, the importance of communication, and the strength of their own resilience. As they embark on this new chapter of their lives, they do so with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of themselves and each other. They know that the road ahead will not be without challenges, but they are committed to facing them together, armed with the lessons they have learned. The husband, wife, and daughter have been through a tumultuous journey of betrayal, anger, redemption, and forgiveness. Now, as they move forward, they do so with the knowledge that they have the power to shape their own destinies and create a future filled with love, understanding, and happiness. Forgiveness is a powerful force that has the ability to heal even the deepest wounds. In the midst of betrayal and heartbreak, the husband in our story learns the true strength and transformative nature of forgiveness. As he navigates the aftermath of his wife's infidelity, he discovers that forgiveness is not only a gift he can give to others, but also a gift he can give to himself. In the wake of his wife's betrayal, the husband is consumed by anger and resentment. Every thought of his wife and the younger man fills him with a burning desire for revenge. He imagines all the ways he could make them suffer, wanting them to feel the same pain he has endured. But as the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, he realizes that carrying this burden of resentment is only poisoning his own heart. The husband embarks on a journey of self-reflection and introspection. He seeks solace in therapy, where he learns to confront his emotions and confront the pain that has been inflicted upon him. Through the guidance of his therapist, he begins to understand that forgiveness is not about condoning the actions of others, but rather about freeing himself from the chains of anger and bitterness. As the husband delves deeper into the process of forgiveness, he realizes that holding on to the past will only hinder his own growth and happiness. He learns to let go of the pain and betrayal, understanding that dwelling on what has been done to him will only prevent him from moving forward. Forgiveness becomes a way for him to release the past and create space for a brighter future. Through forgiveness, the husband discovers the power of compassion and empathy. He begins to see his wife not as an enemy, but as a flawed human being who made a terrible mistake. He recognizes that she too is suffering, albeit in a different way. This newfound empathy allows him to see the situation from her perspective and understand the complexities of their relationship. Forgiveness is not a quick fix, and the husband understands that rebuilding trust will take time and effort from both parties. He recognizes that forgiveness does not mean forgetting or excusing the past, but rather creating a foundation for a new beginning. With open communication and a commitment to honesty, the husband and wife slowly start to rebuild the trust that was shattered. As the husband embraces forgiveness, he experiences a profound sense of healing. The weight of anger and resentment is lifted from his shoulders, allowing him to find peace within himself. He realizes that forgiveness is not a weakness, but a strength that empowers him to move forward and create a better future for himself and his family. The power of forgiveness extends beyond the individual. As the husband forgives his wife, he sets an example for his daughter and teaches her the importance of forgiveness and compassion. The daughter witnesses the transformation in her parents' relationship and learns that forgiveness is not only about repairing broken bonds, but also about personal growth and resilience. Through the power of forgiveness, the husband and wife embark on a new chapter in their lives. They learn to communicate openly, to trust again, and to cherish the love they once shared. While the scars of betrayal may never fully fade, they are reminders of the strength and resilience of their relationship. Together, they create a new beginning filled with love, forgiveness, and a deeper understanding of each other. In Betrayed by Desire, the husband's journey from anger and revenge to forgiveness and healing serves as a testament to the transformative power of forgiveness. Through forgiveness, he not only finds peace within himself, but also rebuilds the broken bonds of trust and creates a new beginning for his family. The story reminds us that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but rather a courageous act that has the power to mend even the most shattered of hearts.